giving continuous support, and actually SAP Mill using SAP is for HANA for the mill components, right? So, so the first part actually, I hope actually everybody enjoyed it, and this part actually is the second part, so which is continuing with the details whatever we provided discussed in the first part, right? So, as everybody know, actually, SAP mill industry covers with the, I can say, the rubber, wood, or iron and steel related thing. Say, fiber optic cable manufacturing, or electrical component manufacturing, bolts and nuts. So everything, right? From the small component to big component, right? So those are covered under the mill industry. So the milk product company's objective is to deliver profitable growth without over exploiting the environment by running the collaborative supply chains, optimizing manufacturing and offering best in class customer services, right? So these are the important thing. And when coming to SAP Mill Solution, so it covers the wide variety of industry area and coverages, right? So when coming to the forest products, we have solid wood, plywood, particle board, and then when coming to pulp and paper industry, we have brown paper, fine paper, hygiene, related to tissue papers and everything, right? And then packaging industry, we have paper packaging, plastic packaging, aluminum packaging, glass packaging, everything, right? And then actually we have mining and non-ferrous metal, right? In that mining, copper, aluminum, those are covering under the mill industry manufacturing or mill industry scope. So these are to be covered in SAP mill, SAP S/4HANA mill solutions, right? And then primary metals such as flat steel, long steel, aluminum, and then when coming to fabricated metals and cable, we have metal service centers, cables service centers, everything. And then coming to cement and concrete, we have cement manufacturing, ready mix concrete, and then concrete products, aggregates. And when coming to building products, we have bathrooms, tiles, flooring, windows, roofing, ceramics, fixing or manufacturing furnitures, all these things. And coming to textile, we have yarn and fibers, fabric manufacturing, carpet and rugs. So these are the, the available industries which are subjected to the mill industry solution coverage. And the important thing actually here, the mill product includes metal, pulp, paper, packaging, cement, concrete, textile, and plastic products, right? So, when considering this product, we have some minimum of points to be considered for the industry. So, the SAP industry solution for discrete industries and mill products, simply called DIMP, is now the standard functionality. It is no longer required to decide to turn on DIMP functionality or not, or we need to do like that those kind of decisions are not required. It's now a standard functionality in SAP for HANA. So handling characteristic based material is one of the common challenge in the mill product industries. Improvements in analytics in SAP for HANA like better visualization and faster access will help companies understand business operations for this type of materials. And then manufacturing planning functionality is being integrated with SAP for HANA. Production planning on detailed scheduling is becoming a standard functionality. There is still the option of running APU side by side as well. Okay, so customers running the new material requirements planning MRP have experienced significant speed improvements. Together with new smart business cockpits, this allows the customers to run daily or even inter-day planning runs. Okay, and operational analytics and reporting on a real-time data allows companies to discover the source of disruptions and response to real-world events faster than ever. And then some customers implementing S4 HANA have discovered that they can eliminate nearly 90% of their custom coding. Extensibility concepts in SAP S4 HANA still allow for the customers to individualize their SAP for HANA. Okay, and then coming to cloud solution is coming, but not at all at once, right? Hybrid architectures will be required to ease the transition in cloud or to cloud. The integration with SAP-based applications like SAP Ariba, SAP SuccessFactors, or other cloud applications is much more improved. And customers with multiple ERP installations have always been challenged with the corporate level reporting and visibility into operations. SAP Central Finance Systems allows the consolidation of relevant financing data across both SAP and non-SAP ERP. One key performance indicator for many ID teams is the proliferation of user members at the customers have double due to new analytics and improvements in user experience like Fiori and milk products and mining customers are all leading the way to SAP S/4HANA adoption. Among this, among the 26 industries, SAP covers customers adoption in milk products and mining is one of the highest compared to other other industries, right? So other line of business. Then we are coming to key business innovations in SAP S/4HANA Enterprise Management. So what are the key innovations and ongoing roadmap? Okay. So first, when you are thinking about the universal journal, material requirement planning, inventory management, material valuation, we'll have a re-architecturing for in-memory platform. Okay, and then we have responsive user experience design, which covers sales representative, order management and billing, and then procurement clerk and material planner. Okay, and then unifying functionality in core, which covers central finance, available to promise and backorder processing, capacity planning, and industry solution to the core, which are the key business innovations in SAP S/4HANA Enterprise Management. Okay, so these are the important thing. And when coming to DIMP, Discrete Industries Mill Products as the standard solution, the SAP IS Mill solution is now a part of the standard S/4HANA business suite for both cloud and on-premise version. To use the standard IS Mill functionality, we must activate certain DIMP relevant business functions. Okay, and then when coming to finished goods material master and work centers, which are get optimized, we have SAP PP/DS for S/4HANA allows the users to use PPDS in a more simplified way, but the user does not have to worry much about core interface SIF. A new tab for the advanced planning has been introduced within create a material master transactions, which would tell whether the material should be considered for planning immediately in the PPDS. So it includes data like planning procedures, horizon, plan, explosion, etc. Right? So the similar way, the work center will also have a checkbox for advancing planning, and SAP S/4HANA has made it simple for master data core interface, right? SIF interface. So MRP live within S/4HANA enhance the customer experience, right? So the vital feature of MRP Live is it minimizes the volume of data that are copied from the database server to the application server and back, which considerably improves the performance. One material can be planned across multiple plants. This helps in the case of stock transfer from one plant to another plant. Stock transfer requirement can be known in supplying plant without planning in the receiving the plant. Okay, and then reel calculation specific for cable industry. We use a reel calculation to determine the correct reel for the length of material. So the reel calculation determines the optimal combination of cable length and reel. The combination is optimal when the reel can accommodate the cable length, I can say, without damaging the exact reels, right? So if the reel is too small or too large, the cable and the reel could be damaged. The system determines not only the optimal reel for the specific cable length, but also for the smallest possible reel, which is usually the less expensive, right? And then coming to mass processing of manufacturing orders, characteristic selection. This function enables the user to select manufacturing orders that have a common characteristics and characteristic value, and to be further processed orders using the standard transaction. So the user can only use this transaction or a function for production orders or process orders. The user specifics in the entry screen the characteristics and characteristic value. So the already created manufacturing orders with the characteristics and characteristics values are selected accordingly. Okay. And non-ferrous metal processing. So non-ferrous metal processing mainly decreases or addresses non-ferrous metals industry. I can say metal industry sectors, that is copper, aluminum, in which the prices can change drastically within the minutes or seconds. The prices are determined by London Metal Exchange (LME), normally in short globally, right? The non-ferrous metal processing in SAP is not limited to the non-ferrous metals only. One can use the NF processing, that is non-ferrous processing, for any type of goods. The prices do change within the short period of time, or pricing agreements with customer depends on the future dates. Okay, that is very quite in nature. And then production planning and detailed planning, PP bar DS, right? So the functionality of APO PP bar DS is available since the SAP S4 HANA 1610, right? The functionalities include are the characteristic dependent planning (CDP), products planning (LPP), and multiple output planning (MOP, right? So the integrated business planning (IBP) shall be the future solution for the demand planning. Sales and operation planning is simply called SOP, or supplier network planning (SNP), GATP or CTP check during the sales order creation shall be included as a part of standard SAP HANA business suite. Then come to product costing for the make to stock and unit costing for make to order. Okay. So the production order is used to track product cost by order in discrete manufacturing. Okay. So the prerequisite from the master data point of view or setup of the metal master, bill of materials, work center and routing in case of discrete manufacturing. And sales orders costing can be activated at the quotation or the sales order level for make to order scenario. The appendix or approximate contribution margins of the finished goods can be estimated through the planned cost. This can be done through the unit costing. Periodic product costing can be done for make to stock scenario. And mill order combination. Okay, we can combine operations of different production orders and even from different materials, posting a single confirmation as the work is expected or executed together in the same work center. Multiple outputs for multiple make to order and make to stock requirements. Okay, those are important. And I can say the strong supply chain capabilities such as trim the optimization interfaces from BP bar DS to the third-party optimization softwares, and trim order executing or executions in ERP, and then integrated make-to-order scenarios. And when coming to extended inventory management functionality for the SAP mill industry, we have single unit batch, cutting stock transfers, and then when coming to improved sales and procurement features, we have fast data entry and deflating of variant configuration. Sales configuration in MIT or MTS is scenario is must, and then reference characteristics in procurement. Stronger integration from variant configuration in batch selection criteria, so-called standard SAP quantity proposed routine. And in case of improved manufacturing features, we have SAP order combinations and merge, under delivery tolerances in SAP MRP, and stronger co-production and mill specific CO settings rules, and batch management and product unit for the batches, goods movement in confirmation, fast data entry in the production order and production confirmation, and production order in MTS, and fast data entry in case of goods receipt, and simple cutting process, and multi-layered packaging of finished product through the handling unit management, original batch determination, product planning, and detailed scheduling embedded with SAP S/4HANA. So PBRDS is embedded in S/4HANA core, and PBRDS planning supports characteristics dependent planning CDP, and PBRDS planning supports capacity constraints production plan, right? And then coming to final solution of SAP S/4HANA, after implementation of SAP S/4HANA mill industry solutions for the DIMP or whatever industry of consideration, in case of mill industry, especially results of will be more good. So, which SAP mill industry solutions gives improved optimization of organizations' key performance indicators (KPI) and increase organizations' returns on investment (ROI) on calculated on the in the ERP, increase goodwill among the customers and vendors, improved material flow and transactional optimization, which are transparent. So I hope actually the implementation of SAP is for HANA Mill solution, that is a DIMP, right? All these things will which will help the milling industry around. Most of the process industry oriented products are based on the mill industry. So I can say Esperana implementation is very valuable in case of mill industry. Thanks for supporting and watching my videos. This is GV Shivakkumar signing off.